Home life was chaotic at times. I was making sure that my brother was doing homework, that he was asleep on time and waking up for school. I took on a lot in order to make sure he didn't have to feel the way that I was feeling or didn't see a lot of the things that were going on in the household that I was seeing.
My family is not an affectionate family. I didn't like talking about my struggles because I didn't think people really cared outside of course, if my parents don't care to hear it, then why would someone else care about my stories that they don't even know who I am?
I just assumed like, oh, well, Valencia is my only option. I didn't realize that there were more options. My mom is from Venezuela. She's unaware. So how would she tell me like, no, look, like you can go to Jacksonville or you can go to Tampa or you can go, like she didn't know either. I didn't have like a person, an adult to tell me this is what I did, these are your options, you know?
I was growing up in a family with just my mom. Like I didn't get to see what it looked like to live life with an older male.
You have some of the teacher mentors, which one of them was Mr. Lumaine, where he'll just meet me at the door and just give me one big hug. The way I felt when I was hugged every single day, where they didn't forget about me, just made me feel more appreciated, more seen into the classroom.
Going to the Elevate class made me feel like I could be a kid, like the world wasn't asking so much of me and that I could just be a kid and actually like enjoy my time.
My choosing Elevate just had to deal a lot with like purpose in life. Like, what is the goal? Like, what's the purpose? I got into high school and then J-Rod kind of like picked that up, and then he surrounded me around people who would also lead me in that same way. So it was like that portion of Elevate was always there.
I was introduced to Miss Thomas my junior year. I told her that I wanted to go to college. Like that was a non-negotiable. I knew that I had to get an education. I knew that I wanted to be the first in my family to do so. And then she told me that there was a scholarship opportunity. And I started laughing. I said, why would they choose me? Like there's just no way. And I didn't even want to try. I'm like, I had a really big fear of rejection when I was younger. And I told her, I was like, I'm not gonna put myself out there to be rejected. And she said, again, you don't have a choice. And I said, okay, well, I guess we're doing this. She sat with me, she read through it, she tweaked it for me. Having her there is really what did it for me. And then I ended up winning the scholarship, which I could not believe. Each month is dedicated to a certain career choice. So whether it's construction or business or real estate or things of that nature. So there's definitely a lot more opportunity and resources now than there were back then.
Life goes on beyond the classroom, and I think that's one of the most precious things about our job is you get to see this person flourish in all aspects of life, not just academically.
My end goal was to always like give back and to do something bigger and to, I don't know, to just have passion with whatever it is that I chose to do. I knew that selling plastic was temporary and I needed to do something that was gonna make a difference. And in that moment, I was like, I need to go back.
I hold dearly when I was younger that I had a mentor to pour into me. And I understand that that was kind of like my purpose on earth, is to pour into others, to be that mentor, to be that example. I never would have thought that Elevate would grown that big when I was in Elevate, but it's just amazing to see how many more students and how many more kids that were also touching and just impacting in their lives every single day.
When I look at my students now, I want to show them that they are so loved and they are so cared for. And they are so much more than a product of their environment. They can be anything they want to be.
The goal is to mentor kids, build them up, lead them, teach them in whatever ways. And I think that I get to be a product of that, but then not only be a product, build products out of that.
I want anyone who's thinking about supporting Elevate or who has already supported Elevate, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. This program makes a huge difference to any of our students who walk through our doors. Their life has changed.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my teacher mentors, if it wasn't for Elevate. So my story definitely is proof that Elevate works.
I am not just a story, I am the proof.
I am the proof.
I'm the proof.
I am not just a story, I am the proof.